Hello there. Okay, let me just pull this on screen for myself. All right, let's go. Okay. I've got energy. I didn't realize I got energy on here. Cool. Let's use a bit of it, shall we? Honestly, I don't really know. I haven't even clicked on it today. How about yours? All right, that's 2. 2 at gear 12. Slow progress. Hey, seems solid. Going to say, my counts, as far as I know, haven't been attacked. But again, I haven't Luke, so I'm probably telling Porkies. Yeah, my free-to-play's been attacked. Here we go. Let's just spend some more energy just while I'm thinking about it. Actually, yeah, let's go to Hunter. What does he want? Wow, he didn't want Karatech on that gear. I'm surprised he didn't go up. Yeah, he wants it here. Yeah, a lot of people do that, don't they? You know, essentially, I'm not going to bother attacking, so I'll just hit it for once and go. Yeah, this is my free-to-play. Just spend a bit of this. Mod, let's do 3. And just a little bit on fleet. I really won't get Scorch up. Honestly, it's a bit of a rough question, that. I mean, with the changes, it is a little bit tricky pinpointing exactly what's best to go for right now. Simple answer is anything on this list. Because all these things will score you something. Well, I say all. Yeah, that's probably a bit over the top. Like, you won't get anything with Luminara lead like you did in Naboo, for instance. But the things that are scoring at the moment, you can get 300k with Grand Moff Tarkin at Rallic 7. But what I think you can do is any Rallic, as long as he's got both Zetas. You can get 300k with Hondo, if he's got Rallics. You can get 300k with Nest. And then with some Kylo and Bet Jedi, you can get 1.2 million. They need to all be Rallic 5, but you can do that. And then the other one I've heard is New Bad Batch, in terms of they were released before the raid came out in full. So in theory, you can get 300k with them. So that's what 1.2 times 1. It's 2.4 mil you can get from 5 teams there. So they're all kind of feasible. Yeah, Hondo at gear 12's probably a little too low still, but you could probably do some work with him. Maybe you might need to put some other pirates with him, but if you haven't got the other pirates available, which is probable, then you just gotta wait a little bit. Maybe put some other higher geared tunes with him just to let them take some hits. I know the other day I was tempted to do that. I was thinking, should I put like Captain Athano and just some other trashy units with him, and I just did it solo. I thought, well, why bother doing that? But it's an option. One part with the raid, I was going to do Jonathan Ross then, with the Wade. 14 viewers, thank you very much. Hey, up, Sop, how you doing? Going to say the oatcakes are coming in. How are we all doing? Just talking about the raid and what people need to be going for. I don't know about anyone else. I feel like it's a bit of an odd question in terms of, with the changes, and the fact they can get to, I think, Relic 3 pretty easily now. It feels like a much easier question in terms of who's best, but actually doing it is still pretty difficult. I haven't had them today, I had them Tuesday. Oh man, they messed me order up. They put baked beans on them. I'm gonna go and say I must be ill. You know what? I can't even remember what I had for breakfast. Oh, I had a bacon butty. So, in that family. Oh, I can see it on YouTube. Hey, the Lost 1% of their viewers just joined. Say hello. Nice one, YouTube. I need to find a way of getting that on my screen, right? Because it's like, here we go. If I just drag this, I can see it because I've got a pop-up here. It just popped up here a second ago, but it wouldn't normally do it. I wouldn't normally see it otherwise in my little chat window. Hey, you didn't struggle much on layer tier 2. You've done well. I know for myself, I had a little bit of difficulty. I'm going to say if Streambot can get it, that'd be really nice, because I don't really feel like I see much on YouTube on there. I mean, I have got it connected. You know, I can see YouTube chat if it pops up, but I don't tend to see, like, subscriptions or anything of note. Only usually afterwards I notice it. It always makes me feel guilty because I might be getting subs or whatever, and I'm like, I'm not acknowledging them. It's like, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. It's a shame, but it makes sense. Pretty much everything seems to be gated at that level, doesn't it? I'm not wrong in thinking today's one of those days where there's just not a lot going on in game. Okay, I can't remember what I did. I don't know if I did potency or tenacity. I've got the mod loadout, I think, on my main account. It would be handy just for people who want to grow and have that light function on screen. It's a very weird thing to gate in some ways, but again, I do get it. It's like, well, you know, probably people over 1,000 are the ones that would want it more in a way, but it'd still be nice not gating it, you know, allowing anyone who can access it to use it. I did this yesterday. I actually did this on my main account and then copied it over to my free-to-play. A few of these look a lot sketchier on here. Like, I don't see Omega surviving in this team. So I'm probably going to have to do a JML team to make sure she survives. I feel like Slacker should still be fine there in terms of getting advantage. Accuracy down should be fine there. We haven't got Afra, so we can't do doubt with her. So we're going to have to rely on Malgus. Hopefully Scout's strong enough to get a few accuracy downs. Okay, I mean, that's handy just as far as people putting the advice out like that. Again, I can't remember what I did. I have got the loadouts stored in my actual in-game loadouts. I don't know why I did it that way, but apparently I did. Ooh, squishy, squishy. And that. Ugh. I mean, I do remember it. It does make sense. I just seem to remember hearing there was a tenacity argument. But for the life of me, I can't remember it because this is like 2 years ago, nearly. Yeah, they have crit chance tenacity. Whenever they take damage from an Empire enemy, they have foresight, or they gain foresight, 50% chance. Yeah, that was the argument, wasn't it? Tenacity means you're gaining turn meter. Yeah, I vaguely remember it, like I say, it's just definitely a while. I can get the argument with 3PO. Hey, I'll tell you something crazy. I don't think I'm the only one here either. I managed to get all 4 of the focus Datacrons this time on my free-to-play. It's just crazy how cheap these ones have been. Just talking about Rolo reminded me. They're not super impactful. The main thing you want with the Rolo one is the level 3. If there's no galactic legend, whenever a light side ally uses an ability, all other buffed allies assist. I mean, by all accounts, it's making Ewoks beat Ahsoka. So that's the level it's working at. So that to me looks crazy broken. The Rebel level 6 is nice, but it isn't anything fancy. And the actual 9, 12, and 15 don't seem great. I mean, you could argue 12's okay, but again, you don't go for it. Yeah, exactly. It's just a great level 3. I mean, I don't think we've seen this before, so it's actually good for that reason alone. As far as I remember, the priority order should be you do Rolo's level 3. I think you then take Wampa up to about level 3 or level 5 minimum just to get the stats. And then it's a case of if you want to do the Vader Cron or if you want to do the Sortie Cron. Honestly, the Sortie Cron could probably be skipped. You got to prioritize doing like a 9th Sister normal Datacron and the Ray Scav one, so there's options. You could use it with gas. I'm not sure if gas would be the best use, because even though they would attack at a turn a lot with the tenacity up, it's like, are they going to do too much? Probably the best one would be CLS. CLS will really like it. You can actually use the level 6 there as well, which is okay. Yeah, I mean, again, it wouldn't hurt. The thing is, you want something that's really going to generate a turn meter train. So with CLS, you're going to get constant turn meter when you're attacking at a turn. Similar with Ewoks, that's why that one's working well. Something like Gas or JKR, they don't necessarily gain turn meter like that, so you won't really be able to keep a train going just because of the assist. But it wouldn't hurt them. It's just you wouldn't be getting the most out of it. I know for myself, I'm thinking, I want to see what this Sortie Cron is like with Aphra. Got a fair amount of potency on it, so I'm thinking, all right, maybe it'll just give Aphra a bit of a buff when her own Datacron's gone. You know, and it probably won't do anything if you don't put B2 in there, but I don't know, it might just make the stats a bit better and make sure she's still doing what she needs to do well. As far as the Vader Cron, I can't say I'm too bothered about it right now. I mean, the level 12, sorry, not level 12, level 15 could be busted depending on the interpretation of Darth Vader cannot be defeated. Assuming it's how I think everyone thinks it is, that at the start of the battle, if these allies are here, he can't be defeated, but once they're gone, he can go. That's fine. But if actually forces a 2-shot, then that's crazy broken. Probably for the early game, yeah. I mean, I know for myself, it's not something I'm crazy about for the simple fact I haven't got the supporting tunes built. So even though, you know, I can still use it because it's a focused Datacron, they die too easily. So for me, it's like, I might as well just use it for the stats rather than use it for the cron. Yeah, again, I've heard that myself. I mean, I think it's got a shed ton of offense, armor pen, so it's a really good offensive cron. Cheers, Phil. I hadn't actually heard about the coding, so that is a relief, because if they'd have put something in the game that required a 2-shot, that would have been unbearable. I mean, just think Squad Arena would be locked, wouldn't it? Squad Arena obviously is irrelevant, but you get my point in terms of a game mode where you only get a 1-shot. So yeah, I'd have been amazed if they put that in. But equally, it wouldn't have surprised me if there had been an accidental coding and they had to correct it. Yeah, I think it's just fine. You know, I don't think it's going to be too meta impactful. Maybe on offense it'll be good for people, but I don't think it's going to be like crazy. Because the old thing with Imperial Troopers is if they're being interrupted, then it's not good anyway. So I can't imagine Vader leading and sort of being unkillable is going to change it too much. You know, if the Terminator train gets interrupted, I suppose the argument is, well, Vader can reset it and go again, but I go back to it. I'm not entirely sure how much of an impact that would have. I suppose it depends on what you're thinking of taking it in against. All right, we're doing okay there. You've decided that Cara Dune is going to be your 5th for Leia. Interesting call. Oh, someone's trying that here. Oh, and I didn't see it there as well. Cool. Well, let's give it a go. Let's see how this cron's holding up. Rex is probably a good option in there. You could argue it's the same as Han and Chewie as far as scoundrels. You know, people still tried that, didn't they? All right, we're hanging in. That's good to see. I'd like to think sometime soon this team will actually be workable. Or working as intended, I should say. Still feel very squishy. Scribe did dive into the code in a recent video to show how the query system treats that FTC. Okay, that's cool. I hadn't actually seen the video he did, so yeah, that's good to know. Piet can also mark DV, which would force you to use teams that are either AoE focused or have their own way to bypass or taunt effects. That's pretty cool again. I mean, I suppose the question is on defense, would he mark Vader though? Maybe he's the strongest ally, which could be something the AI would do on my side. Yeah, the guard is definitely worth having for Han and Chewie if you're talking about dropping the scoundrel synergy or anti-synergy. I was just reading what Sopper said, and I'm thinking, don't you have another Jedi? Stop like Plo or someone. I know Plo became one of my good backups for Starkiller. I'll say what one of my backups. I've always had him reasonably well built on this account. I do take your point, but what I would say is those things that you've just described there wouldn't be better at having them with Leia. Just a thought. Because don't forget as well, even though Cara can be an annoying tank, GL versus GL, she's probably going to be facing things that have got anti-revive in them. Like a Lord Vader, for instance. Okay, maybe not Slacker with Darkside Ray, but you get my point. You know, things that will prevent revives. Ray with Whirlwind. So Kara's just going to take one of them and be down. So, yeah. Just one of those things where it's like, maybe go for the better tank rather than the revive one. So you pretty much just wanted there to take the hit. Okay. I mean, fair enough. I think for myself, I just would prefer old Ben in that situation. It's situational anyway, because, you know, there are times when you do want something different. So I'm not saying it's wrong. It's just, you know, I'm trying to open your mind a little bit. Exactly. I mean, I say exactly in the sense that there is a benefit. You know, I wouldn't say it would be great against Lord Vader. At the top of my head, I can't remember if Lord Vader's team can be stunned, but you tend to always go with Adrad Jin there anyway. Okay. I'm gonna go back to it. I can't remember. Got it. Oh, okay. I mean, again, Cara will do a job. It's just she certainly isn't optimal. Although, on paper, you would say Adrad Jin shouldn't be optimal. It's just because the AI is dopey and goes for Jin that it works. I'm assuming it is connected to the fact that Jin is the weaker of the two, so they always go for the weaker one. Which kind of begs the question what people do when they've got all R9s. Like, you know, I know there's a few out there who've got complete R9 accounts, and I'm like, surely you have to mod your Jin to be weak so that they still go for her. I'm assuming anyway, because I don't know if Adrad's stats naturally make him tanky. If we're talking about with the Leia team, it wouldn't be active. At least to my knowledge, I wouldn't have thought it would count if it's not in play. But maybe it's like Fleet Arena. If I remember right, if you have an Omicron on dash, it increases the speed of Outrider marginally, I think. I'm sure I heard something about that a while ago. I don't know if it was just something people were toying with and people were saying, no, it doesn't make it faster. I feel like Dash needs a little bit of a resurgence. Like, I'm not talking about Datacrons, I'm talking like, I feel like Dash needs his team back. You know, he came into the game and he was pretty broken straight away. And, you know, he still gets used. Like, I don't know about anyone else. I've got him in my squad list for Conquest this time because of the Days feats, and I think there was something else he might be good at. But you kind of want him to still have a use in GAC, don't you? And it's only when he gets a Datacron or a team with a Datacron that he gets a use. I just like it if he actually had a proper team where it was like, you know what? You want use him here and you want use him with this lineup, you know. I mean, fair enough again there, you know. If you try and... I think you said you were doing Starkiller versus Jabba, didn't you? I can believe Old Ben would be useful and important there. As much as I like Plo, I don't think Plo would do too much there other than giving turn meter. So I can understand that. I think it's where in my head I'm not using Starkiller that much with that team now. It's just with Seer. So for me, I'm kind of in a different set of problems. I mean, again, it's a good use of just whittling someone down, I guess. Also, by the way, I've got to just say it, that is irritating now they've added another thing there now. It's like, come on, I was used to where I was clicking the button. One of the smallest of smallest nitpicks you'll ever have, I know, but it's just that reflex, isn't it, as far as going, right, that's exit game, and now it's like, all right, now I've got to move. I've got to retrain my brain where the button is. Okay. Yeah, I get you. I mean, if they put their slacker down, you've essentially got to make sure you match them. I get you. I think I'm facing this guy. Let me just pull that up. There we go. Oh, at break course. I've said it before, I feel like I need something on that pops up on my actual screen telling me about ad breaks. I'm too easily distracted by them, or I'm too easily distracted to notice them. Honestly, I don't really know, except for the fact that I was just pretty much riffing off what you just said about Slacker. You know, the idea if you both put one down, you got to match each other. I think that's pretty much all I said. I don't think I said anything too important. Okay. Let's see where this gets us. The 14th. All right. We're going to give them the smallest of smallest benefits of the doubt. I have knocked them back multiple days in a row at this point. I feel like I've pounded them into a bit of submission. So I'm going to take second and essentially giving them a free run at first if they can climb in that time. If they want it, they can have it. But if they want to knock me back from second, then They are essentially, how do I phrase it? They are declaring war on me. Just for the fact that far back and they're deliberately making a point of going for second. With what? 22 minutes to go. Ooh, wow. You know, I was actually surprised. I was just looking up some battle stats yesterday, and I was surprised to see people still using Grand Inquisitor lead. I mean, obviously, if you haven't got Raver, it's the only thing you can do with Inquisitors. Well, you could use another Inquisitor lead if you haven't got Grand Inquisitor, but it's probably not the best team to be using at all. So, yeah, I was really surprised to see people are still running Grand. Yeah, that's the thing. If you haven't got Raver, you haven't got Raver. And for those people, the Ninth Sister Chron is going to be a blessing because that really gives that team a bit of a chance compared to without Raver. Yeah. Abbe lead with the Bad Batch is actually a decent team. You know, it won't like do anything super crazy, but I know in TB I use it every phase 1. You know, it's got some solid synergy. Echo Daisies, Padme Cleanses. Decent. Oh, and loads of buffs for... not buffs, sorry. Loads of protection up for the Courage. The Talpal's Chron is a little bit awkward, I will agree. I feel like you need something that's solid against Gungans in general to take it out. Wow, the fact that you got through with those two dead is good. I need to have another look at that Ninth Sister Chron. It's definitely going to elevate people, whether they got Raver or not. Okay, so let's get this screen on. And I'm actually just going to open this for 1 second. I don't know what it is with SWGOH at the moment. It's very slow. As if it can't... It's having a little bit of a buggy feel to it. Anyway, last week we went 2-1. First week we went 2-1, so 4-2 for the season. We're not doing too bad. And in fact, we only really got our asses handed to us that second round there. Last week, yeah, we got into a bit of a pickle, but honestly, I can cope with that. I think a 4-2 season is still pretty solid. I think I got spoiled a bit with that 7-2 the season before, so yeah, I'm happy with how the season's going. We're in Kaiba 1 as well, which I did not expect to still be in. I thought we'd bounce straight back out, so the fact that we're doing pretty well in Kaiba 1 at the moment, I'm happy with. But just showing the bracket, and let me double check I'm facing the right opponent. Yeah, we're facing Matsu. Now, I've heard of this guild, Japan Alliance. At least if they're the ones I'm thinking of, they are a big guild. Yeah, 690 million GP. That is pretty bloody big. Yeah. We're facing one of the top end. Actually, we're facing the leader of the guild. So, yeah, that's cool. So yeah, GP wise, 12.8 on our side to 14.4 on theirs. 340 Zetas to 407. We've got an Omicron advantage, 54 to 37. I don't know what the guild prioritizes, but it seems to be TW if that's the case. We're 1 GL behind, that is pretty much always the case. Ralix 266 to 291, so again, kind of expected there. Relic Breakdown, way behind on the Relic 9s, 12 to 38. way behind on the Relegates, 18 to 96. We're just ahead on the 7s, 98 to 75. And we're ahead on the 5s, 91 to 40. But when we're that far behind on these two, no wonder we're ahead on these two. Mod scores, we're behind on the 25 pluses, 111 to 120. We're behind on the 20 pluses, 344 to 427. And we're behind on the 15 pluses, 514 to 823. So, yeah. That's rough. Datacrons, we've got a little bit more, so that's nice. We do not have Ahsoka Durama. Am I saying that right? Duramana? Yeah. I haven't got Ahsoka on either of my accounts, so we are a little bit behind in that sense. But we have only just got Love Vader, so you can see there he's only got 4 Zetas and Relic 5. I think that was after lock-in. I might be wrong there. We got, let's see, how the mods looking. Tenacity is an interesting choice on Jabba. Potency on Love Vader is for sure. Let me just have a look at that C. I know this might be out-of-date information, but 3 health sets implies good health. Relic 9 does as well, but speed just makes me think, did they hit the target? Yeah, they got well over it. Yeah, GG's, you got a good C mods there. Okay. So yeah, very fast Slacker as well. Can't knock that. Maybe a little bit odd having crit damage on Wampa. No speed on Treya. I'm nitpicking, so I'm not like doing a angry monkey pointing finger thing, but yeah, just 1 or 2 things you might see, I guess. Relic 9 Ezra. Yeah, not a lot they're going to be missing, to be fair. Very fast Cat. Their Ezra is just... Oh, that is on the line. I don't think I've penciled in Great Mothers against Ahsoka, but wow, that is on the line. If I had to do it, I don't think I would be comfortable because Ezra could go before Morgan. Yeah, that would have been rough. I don't think I've seen a fast BAM like that before, 320. That's a very fast Dooku at 360. Yeah, so some interesting calls. Although I didn't realise I'd modded my Hunter to be that fast. Wow. I'm commenting on theirs and I'm like, wow, there's mine. All right. So we've got a rough plan here. Let's see what we're doing. Also, JJ, about before, does Jar Jar 1 in a billion also mean I can't revive? Are we talking about the insta-kill? As far as I know, you can't revive, but I haven't actually been on the other end of it, so it's been a while since I've checked it. We'll have a look at the board. Just let me have a look at that, because I don't know. Howard. Additionally, this attack has a 0.01% chance to instantly defeat a random enemy, which can't be evaded. So it instantly defeats, it doesn't permanently defeat. So you should be able to revive. But saying that, if a Gungan attacker defeats an enemy, they can't be revived. So maybe it wasn't an insta-kill that you got, maybe it was Bombardier or Tarpals got the kill. Alright, South Wall, Qui-Gon, Boss Nass, Balin, Rey, all one shot. Let's just move my cam. There we go. Now, I did switch my back wall up a little bit, and I was cautious about this. I put Afra on defense, which I've not done all season. And I've put C on defense with Malgus. So I've put three of my offensive teams on defense effectively. And I've also put Captain Rex with gas. I thought, let's see if we can just mix things up a little bit back here, try and get a slip somewhere. Top wall. They've taken down my Slacker in one, but they're holding when it comes to Finzori, GG, and Tuscans. So it feels like they're saying your turn. Let's see what they've done. bring it up. They put TTMG down, which wasn't here before. Omega's here. Soka's here. Lord Vader's here. So let's remove the Gungans. Okay. They got the Apocron. All right, keep that in mind. And the south wall, we've got Caloran back. We've got Sorgarara. We've got Queenie. And we've got Ray. Okay. So I feel like, as it stands, this isn't too bad. Tentatively, I'm just going to put Great Mothers on DTMG. We don't deal with that until we get to the back wall anyway, but we're just going to shift that one around just in the sense of, all right, if it stays as it is, we can do that. If not, we'll rethink. Oh, they've just attacked. What have they hit? They hit my C. All right, these down. All right, interesting to know they're here. They haven't got the Sorgarara Cron either, so that makes this a little bit more straightforward. If they're watching in Japan, I'm impressed. Just saying, I don't usually have that reach. Yeah, Barris is a bit of a concern there as well. Apparently it's 10 to midnight in Japan, so makes sense they're all. I haven't actually tried Omega versus Queen before as well, so that one's new territory for me. I think we gotta do this first. We gotta get the Ray battle out of the way, because that could go wrong. We have to be real. With Harrison there, it could get very messy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the Cron I always use. Don't see any reason to change it. I've never thought of that. Are you talking about the actual model, or are you talking about like the portrait? Probably the armor, isn't it? It's kind of heavy armor, so it's bulky like a piece of Lego would be, I guess. I know what you mean, though. Because when you think the Dark Trooper in general is meant to be robotic, isn't it? So it kind of makes sense it'd be like that. Yeah, maybe a bit. But again, that's the Mandalorian. That ain't SWGOH. You know, they just copied the design, really. All right, let's get into this, and let's hope we don't. Let's hope we don't suffer from Barris. All right, so dispel. Let's throw some rocks. Blow them down. Put the shield up. Let's stun Ben. Oh, wow, okay. That was a bit more damage than I was expecting. Okay. Well, Barris ain't reviving. Let's just hope the 100% offense isn't going to kill us right now. We got foresight, but that won't stop the ult. Cross your fingers. Oh, we survived. Okay. Speed down, defense down. Can we kill? Cool. Here she goes. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Hang in there, folks. Hang in there. Can we yeet and delete? We didn't delete, but we yeeted. Go on, throw some rocks at Ray. Let's just stun Cal so he doesn't do things. Ooh. Come on, I'd love Starkill to get a turn. I don't want kill. Oh, you didn't get the... Oh, Starkiller. I am stalling. Or I'm trying to, anyway. Oh, Starkiller. Well, we're not trying to kill. 73. All right, we got the win. That was the main thing. I was aiming for the 75, but we got pushed back a bit. All right, let's check what they've done. Yep, no drops as expected on gas. No drops on GG. They're taking down Finzori now. Yeah, the Star Destroyer would have been nice just to get the banner recovery, but hey, it's what happens, isn't it? Just sit back a minute and see if they clear this fine. I feel like people do still need to go for this Rose Datacron. You know, Rose is a big part of the Finn team, so it does make sense to put it in there. I'm thinking Ray Scav. He might end up with my Seer team. She might, I don't know. Because right now I've got crew in there for a tank, but I'm wondering if I could actually give Starkiller back to EP. And Scav could go in with Seer. Scavcron gives Scav Ray 25% more damage per relic on the team. So, say you've got a full team of relic 9s, you're looking at 45 amounts of 25% more. So it's crazy amplification of damage. I think it does. All right, the next one is new batch on Queen. I have not done that before. Could also do Soar, I guess. But I want to try a new batch, so let's go with it. Alright, so there's nothing crazy on the level 9 here, but we've got a decent 6. We've got both the Omicrons. Yeah, the Sigcron expires. I do remember that. All right, let's just go with the flow here and see how it goes. Okay, to me it makes sense to mark Kobe. Okay. Let's put that on Hunter. Right, Poby down. Well, we might as well stick on Mace. Let's delete him. We'll throw that just so that they've all been hit, which should then mean I can ignore Taunt if I'm right. Kind of. We can aim for GMY. Yeah, this definitely has vibes of just push buttons and do things. Hopefully we've got max banners here. Yeah, 65. That's pretty solid, isn't it? Alright, Tuscan's down. Yeah, no big surprises. Once Darkside Ray was down, I figured they're probably going to do alright. They're working on my ships. Alright, let's get the bounty hunters in. Last week of using them. Got to say, it feels bad that that Boba's going to drop down the viability chain. Yeah, let's do it. You know what? I think I just punched the trooper again. All right, he's down. Oh. Okay. Yeah, let's just punch Chirrut out. We have got a contract, so we could get Deathmark here. We didn't, but we could. All right, Saw down. All right, Boba will go before Kyle, so hopefully we can get Kyle out. No, just a little shy. Can we call him this time? Cool. Loosen down. Now it's just cleaning up bays. Wait. 68. Yeah, for sure. It is one of the trickier things that when a set is about to expire, you don't want to be sort of sleeping on it because, yeah, you're going to lose some decent crons, inevitably. All right, I'm going to send this in, and then we've got an ad break coming up, so hopefully we can line that up okay. Let's go for this. We've got 2 minutes until the ad break kicks in. We should be all right. All right, I am going to hit Caster with this just to get the tenacity up, the speed up. I know she's deflective at the moment. Never know, there might be a cleanse of some sort coming in. Until then, though, I can work on Caloran. Oh, she wasn't deflective for long. That's good. Oh, wow. All right, well, have that. And, oh, we're not max, but I don't think we're going to get it. 64. Damn it. All right, well, we cleared the wall all right. Could have been more efficient, but we still cleared it all right. There's Slacker. There's Balin. And GG. All right, as expected. Yeah, as expected. They've dropped on Leviathan. Okay, that's big. That's big, 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 big. They're currently in against Executor. Yeah, I'm going to hold here a minute. I'm just going to wait and see because, if anything, it just means I can let the ad break on Twitch run. But I'm curious if they can do it. I'm saying, can they do it? I mean, they can probably still do something with... Maybe not. I don't know. But we haven't seen that fleet. What do they traditionally use? We're expecting Executor, Malevolence, and Holdo on defense. So that's 2 counters for Profundity, not on offense. Maybe they tried a Leviathan mirror there? And the fact that my Scimitar came out first meant that they got caught. So yeah, they could be in a tricky spot because it all depends what they use just now on Executor. They could have done Negotiator, which means they've still got... Well, actually saying that, let me go backwards. If they... All right, they're going again for Leviathan. I'm going to assume they used Executrix on Executor, because that would then mean they could try Endurance on Leviathan. And if they can beat that with Endurance, then they could use Profundity Mirror. But if I'm working it out right, if they can't win with Endurance, then the Profundity needs to be used on Leviathan, which means they haven't got a Profundity counter. Am I right here? Or am I missing something? Alright, the ad break on Twitch has just kicked in. I'll take your word on that, Rufader. I'll take your word on it. I got second. Did they climb? No. I mean, the Malevolence is on defense. Besides, with this guy's account, I bet he's got rallied Geos. I mustn't have bought anything for the last day or so. Yeah, I must have completely forgot to buy things. All right, the ad break's done. All right, let's put a Zeta that. Only one missing. You did clear it. Yeah, what I was saying is this guy's most likely got Rallic Geos just for the simple fact that he's, what was it, 14 mil? I think he was 14 mil. So yeah, he's probably only missing 1 or 2 things now. So yeah, I think it's safe to say he's got the counters as far as relics. It's all about, has he got the actual ships available? Because Malevolence was on defense. The Rolo Cron you just want for the level 3, if that's what you were saying. Oh, and there is a Temmin at level 3 in the general set, yeah. And the dark side, the only one that's kind of good, if I remember right, is Tenacity up, Potency up on level 3, but that is very meh. It's probably the best of the bunch, you know, in the sense of you probably won't re-roll them, but if you've got like no re-rolls and a Cron, you're like, well, why not? Sure, re-roll it. But if you've done that, then you've got a very good Cron anyway, so it's like you might as well perfect it. Yeah, I don't know exactly what my priorities are going to be, because on my free-to-play, I would like to get at least one of the Ewok Crons. Just for the fact that Ewoks have always been good there, so I feel like I've got to just respect my investment there. You know, even if it's like, yeah, they probably won't hold. I've got to at least say, you know what? I'm giving you the love I've tried to give you. All right, they one-shot the Rolf. All right, final score of 1811 to beat. At least we know. Okay. Rowlet 9 Slacker. And obviously the dark side, Ray Crom. Right. So, Cat. Actually, let's just hold Cat a second. We'll go for Padders, Cat, Mace. Hodacron. Just making sure I did everything right. Hold your breath, folks. Okay. I wouldn't want Cat to get that at the start, but it's probably better than Snips. Marginally. Okay. Let's put that there. Red Trooper goes. Let's just base it. Oh, wow. Yeah, she was so squishy then. Oh, okay. She will probably die at this rate. Yeah, let's just ult. No need to hold it. Oh, wow, okay. She's got to be dead, surely. Yeah. To be clear, I'm not liking this. I am really, really, really not liking this. Got it. Okay. Okay, that is not great, but we can still clean up a Bane. They dropped on fleet, so hopefully we can board this drop. But yeah, it's not ideal. Let's just see if we can get hooks out. No. Okay. We'll submit. That's better than anything. Hey up, Snappy. How you doing? Oh, hang on. I missed my click. Sith. Oh, hang on. No, not Lord Vader. I haven't got Malgus, so it's going to have to be Sass. What's my best health cron? My Mothma. Go on, you can have it. There's a bit of me that was thinking, should I throw Lord Vader in there? Just for a second, but I was like, nah, let's hold on to that. Okay, so Hooks did die at least. Okay. We just need stall for a second. Oh, maybe not stall, wait a second. Okay, so that was a cleanup. We can't afford any more drops now. Jabba. Put Cartel. One... Oh, crud, I just remembered I put Chrysanthemum with Afra. Okay, not the biggest of problems, but I will go full man just to play it safe. Yeah, nothing major here. Without Zetas? I honestly couldn't tell you because I didn't use him before then. Yeah, honestly, you're probably going to need to build him up. He's someone who really benefits from having more stats. I mean, yeah, true. There is only one way to find out. I'll give you that. Not sure that'll be too impactful, but we'll give it a go. This feels weird going in without Chris. Let's do that. Said it recently. I feel like Gamorrean God still needs a touch up to work with Jabra more effectively, because it seems a shame that Chrysanthemum's glued to him. Okay, that's fine. All right, contract. Let's throw that on you so that you're not gaining damage immunity. Cool. Now, if I could just get to an ult, that would be nice. Because I know that I can't kill Hondo with the ult, but it would still be nice to get a banner recovery job going. Go on, we'll do that. You're doing all right if you got an obscene amount. Let's pass that there. I know for myself, I go day to day with Car Attack. $65. All right. Efficiency. Yeah, I tend to get into bits like that where I can have a load of battle computers, but the shot prods always seem to elude me unless I'm deliberately not gearing something. Like on this account, sorry, not on this account. On my free-to-play when I wasn't upgrading anything pretty much because I was just solely working on Jabba. For a long time I was hoarding Car Attack and I did end up with about 1,000 battle computers. It was kind of sweet at the end, but yeah, it also feels a bit weird. It's like, could I have actually upgraded things and I didn't? All right, Relic 9 Stab. Ooh, okay, we lost one. Bam, would you mind coming in here, love? Thank you. I was going to say, you lost her once. Can we not lose her again? Please, can I take a turn? I'm asking nicely. Please, can I take a turn? Thank you. I mean, that was very generous of you. You know, I would like one turn in the battle, you know. Kind of how these games go, you know, you're meant to take turns. All right, there's one. I mean, I'll be honest, I feel like at this point I actually just need to let rip and go for GG, but I'm not sure I could get him down. Let's go for the B1, just see if we can whittle that down. That way at least they're not healing. Let's do that, I guess. Yeah, be expected again. Let's get that off bow. Let's pop that on IG-12. Okay. I wasn't sure what was the best move then to recover banners. 63 I'll take. Hey up, Tass, how you doing? Just facing Matsu of Japan Alliance, so this feels like a bit of a big fish I've caught. They full cleared me. One drop was on shit. The two on my Leviathan. So yeah, I've had one drop myself on their Slacker. We're a little too squishy for it. But we managed to clean up a Bane at least. It's winnable, yeah. I'd like to think this wall's manageable as well. I mean, this is what we're looking at. I feel like Leia's reasonably comfortable against Lord Vader. I'm not banking on it, but it's safe-ish. Queen should be able to do Ahsoka. And then hopefully these are just pretty clean. Let's get this one out of the way because I feel like if Ahsoka goes wrong, we're getting into messy territory. All right, it's bulk. Okay. Okay, so AoE. Put the days out. Okay, it's not days, but AoE. Cool. All right, those little palpitations I had have gone. Rebels. Let's get this one out of the way. Where are you, Jin? Here you go. Ooh, holy armor pan. Okay. Honestly, I know it's only a little bit of defense, but I'm thinking, do I switch to that for that reason? Just to try and buff up my defensive stats. Gain speed up on a basic wouldn't be the worst thing. Well, granted, we get order 66, so that really doesn't matter. Yeah, I think I'm going to switch to that because I'm not convinced on that by comparison. Lots of health. It'd be nice if you could do like a double filter. All right, so that's my next best health cron, so we'll go back to that then. Yeah, I don't have bulk, I don't think. Oh, hang on, I do. I've got a saw cron here. Yeah, I've got one bulk cron. I do have my own armor pen, which is kind of nice. No, saw wasn't in my plans today. Yeah, let's use it then. No, but you know, it's kind of interesting that we Gaius is my point. You know, they got it, we got it. Yeah. All right, let's do it. It's all right, that was just like a stray observation from me. It wasn't like meant to be battle pertinent. All right, let's pass that to Drogon. Oh, I've just realized it's... oh, of course, Apocron doesn't matter. Okay, ignore me. Pass that there. Delete. Right, we can stealth Drogon, so I am actually going to do that now because it doesn't matter too much if Leia's out in the open, I feel. Let's put that on. Okay. We will buff up Leia a bit. Well, we'll put that on her. Are you talking about Drogon? Okay. The idea is that Leia's second special, it will remove Temmin from Drogon, and the next time he uses his basic, he does a shed ton of offense. I can't remember the exact number, but it's why you always do the log roll on Drogon. Okay. I wasn't sure if I wanted to ult now or hold it, but I don't think there was an actual benefit to holding it. You know, it's like... It didn't really feel like it would make too much of a difference either way. Let's pass that back to Drogon. Base it. Put that on Jin. Again, Leia's out, but that's not the worst thing. Put that up so we can get damage immunity. Same here. And if we do that, we get banner recovery. There we go. 65? Yeah, cool. Yeah, honestly, it's something that you just get the knack of. It's like just then I was managing Adrad a little bit because I know that the first special for Adrad, it will put Taunt onto Leia, and Leia then loses Fearless. Can't remember exactly off the top of my head what Fearless does, but I know that it's good for her. So essentially, you don't want her to be taunting. So the longer you can go through the battle without using Adrad's first special, the better. So at the end, it's nice for banner recovery. Thank you, Lady Geek. I'm going to say, I'd like to think I handled that all right. Sorry, I feel like I've just done, ironically for your name, the geekiest little snort I've ever done, like... All right, I'm just going to hide under my desk for a few seconds. Bear with me. All right. Let's get Jin on. Not Jin. JML on. I got the J right. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't think anyone else is worth it. What's my best protection, Kron? Sid. I'm not using Sid, so we can have that. Maybe I could have undersized here to try and maximize banners, but let's see. I don't like the idea of Batcher doing things to me, so I am going to mass assist there. We will pass that to Luke, or Knight Luke, who can stun. All right, there is an Orbicron there, so the stun kind of becomes moot. Pass that back to Cal. Can we increase cooldowns there? Pass that to Cal. All right, pass that to Knight Luke. No worries. I mean, it's all things I've just learned watching other people, so honestly, props to the community for teaching me. I won't always say I'm the best learner. Let's get Crosshair out. And let's just pass to Oda. Bye-bye. Yeah, I feel like Leia's a safe choice for it. Okay, I've got a Kron for these. I think it's... That's it, yeah. All right, Doom. I think we bless Morgan now, don't we? I might regret that, I know, but if I remember right, we bless Spirit against Ahsoka and it's Morgan otherwise. I'm thinking. Might be one I regret. All right, Daze is gone at least. All right, nom nom. We do like to see the zombies eating well. All right, didn't eat so well there, but can't have it every time. Cool. All right, Gideon, you're going to annoy me if you carry on like that, so let's start working on you. Yeah, let's go for Scout. Call in Spirit. Bow down. Banners are looking good. 65. All right, 3 walls down, just ships. We got Executor, Geos, Radis. Okay. Now, this is where the headache part comes in for me because Executor is something I feel like I'm juggling all the time in terms of what I like to do against it. When it's been triple attacker lately, I've been using Executrix. But I also feel like Finalizer does have a shout here. But on the flip side, I'm thinking, do we just go for Endurance? All I know is I've got one attempt with, not Houndstooth, Ebonhawk. So I've got to put Ebonhawk with the one that I think's got the best chance of winning. Because if not, I've got to win with the other one without Ebonhawk. You know what I mean? Yeah. That tends to be when my head has gone of late. I think I've just had bad RNG against Executor lately, so can't really afford a second drop. That's my issue. I mean, let me just back out the game a sec. Oh yeah, you talk about Drogon. You should put it on layer first, then spread it every time you use that specialized with the buff attack. 66.67 per battle to tie. Yeah. So I essentially need one shots. I can't afford to drop. I mean, that's fair, you know. I completely respect that. I'm just looking at the score here. I would get... my max is 1848. That's assuming no drop, so... yeah, that's pretty tight. Let's pull this up. The thing is, I know both the counters in my head. It's more, which one do I trust more? Mace is 67. Wow, 10% for Finalizer. I mean, I think that's an answer if ever I was looking for one. Yeah, I've seen it can do stuff against Hounds 1 starting. Just for the fact that it's largely the same battle except for just a few tweaks. But yeah, go on, we'll go with Endurance. We'll play it. We'll play it that way. Have I got the fleets here? Apparently not. Alright, let's just put them in manual then, I guess. Yeah. I did have a cheat sheet for it a bit ago, but I've not looked at it for a while. At least in terms of, I felt comfortable enough with the turn order. I don't think we used that now. Okay, that ain't good. I do agree with that. Free up Valor. Okay, that feels better. I don't know if Executor's got an ult. I think it might. Oh, no, we're not there yet. Okay, there's the ult. Oh, come on. Oh, you little. Okay. 62. Banner drop, but we can recover with these two, so we're looking a lot better. Okay. We do Chimera here. Okay, Defender. Ability block. They get the turn, they do the swirl, and then I steal it all. Said it so many times. I'm saying this to myself as much as anything. Okay. Heal, I guess. I think I might have dropped a banner or two there. $72, $73. Okay. $66 to win. Okay. My other options are a Malmira. Well, I've just used the Chimera, so I haven't really got Executrix. Finalize a home one. Yeah. Yeah, no other options. Yeah, I'm just thinking if I bring this in, but it could drop my banners. So it's like, what is that? Is that Spy? Yikes. Oh, nothing, I think. Ow. Both got foresight, but the assists will really wreck into that. Okay. Got the geos out. Okay. 69. Oh. Just nice seeing that over the line. Don't get me wrong, I trust you guys with your math, but I was just sitting here going, is it like a 66 for a win? Man, oh man. Okay. Another winning Kaiba one. I didn't think I'd be seeing myself climbing like this. All right. GG's for that, folks. Let's go here. Nothing like a tense Grand Arena. It was also quite helpful having that guy attacking while we were streaming. It was like, okay, we kind of get a gauge for what needs to be done. I think if he'd have held back and let me do what I was doing, we could have gone wrong. You know, there could have been a little less efficiency. My thoughts being, you know, maybe I'd have tried undersizing when I shouldn't, and the fact that I knew I needed to get one shots kind of kept it clear for me in my mind. All right, let's get the free to play up. Oh, is that open or? Oh, it's this window, doy. I can't remember who we're facing here. They've already full cleared anyway. Just Nata. You know, I think I faced someone from this guild recently, CIS Red Sun. Drunk Beer Focused Pro. Okay. Maybe I'm imagining it. Maybe it's just someone like whose name I know in here. Yeah, it might just be something similar. I don't know. All right. Let's shut that one down. Yeah, I mean, thing is, Radis is pretty solid against Separatist fleets, but that triple attacker with those relics on the Geos, that did scare me. I was like, especially how quick Rose went down, I thought, all right, we're probably not winning this. So, yeah, I was just so glad when Ray was able to do the AoE. I thought, if it kills them, we've got a chance. If it didn't, and they just were stubborn enough to live through it, then I knew we were in trouble. So, yeah, it's one of those where it definitely could have gone wrong, but yeah, we managed to squeeze through it. All right, so Crimson against Just Nata. We're behind in GP, 11.7 on my side, 13.6 on theirs. Behind on Zetas, 312 to 392. We're ahead on GAC Omicrons, 42 to 31. We're behind on GLs, 7 to 9. We've got 200 relics to their 282. If we break them down, Relic 9's 7 to 34. Relic 8's 15 to 48. Relic 7's 88 to 73. And Relic 5's 60 to 90. So, a lot of headway on me there. They've got a lot more mods than me. I mean, you think they've got over double my 6-dot mods. And it shows with the 25 pluses, 62 to 112. 20 pluses, 241 to 417. And 15 pluses, 405 to 792. So way more mod farming than I've done here. And I wouldn't say I'm lazy in mod farming here, it's just they have got more fruit for the labour. Datacron's double my number, so or more than double, so not great. We're missing Ahsoka and Leia, for those who are wondering. The Slacker isn't modded. Okay. That's a choice. I mean, I don't really know what to say to that. That's something. Yeah, I'm kind of lost for an explanation on that, short of modding something up for an event and not putting it back even now. It's like, okay. Potency mods on Afra, I like that. Maybe they've just got Balin and they were switching for that. Looks like they got the clones up in order. Yeah, they got Relic 9 Balin, so maybe that's what was going on. Very fast Shakti at 364. Very fast Bosk and Grief. I mean, I love the turn order. I'll give you full praise for that. That is beautiful, but how bounty hunters are in the meta right now, that just feels like a waste of speed in some ways. So, yeah, as much as I love it, it's sad to see as well. We need new bounty hunters. All right, let's see what they've done. Because 1811 implies they may have dropped one. All right, no drops on this wall. Slacker, GG, Dash, and French one shot. South wall. Qui-Gon, Finzori, Rey, and Gas all one shot. The Bat wall. DTMG, Queen Amidala, and Ewoks all one shot. They dropped on Executor. Okay, so Executor got a hold, but Malevolence and not Finalizer, Leviathan, they all dropped in one. Okay, so let's see what's going on with the defense. Ahsoka is here as expected, although that seems a bit different than what I was expecting. Yeah, I was expecting Ezra there, so that's a bit of a concern. We've got Lord Vader here. It's Finn that's gone. But Caloran and Great Mother Zarya. Okay. We'll come back to look at Datacrons in a minute. This wall... There is Balin, so I'm guessing they didn't do that with Balin. I don't know why they've got an unmodded Slacker then. Just checking, it is unmodded here, isn't it? Oh, it is modded here. So why have they unmodded it elsewhere then? Such a weird thing to see. I mean, we know it's modded at least. We aren't going to underestimate it, but very peculiar. So Ezra's with Rey. That concerns me more than if it was with Ahsoka, to be honest. I feel like the rest of the counters line up alright, so I'm fine with them. Let me just go here a sec. This isn't a full Darkside clone team, so potentially that could be Bo-Katan. I'll give them the due. They've worked on getting Dapper up. Could be. Could be the raid. Just seems a little uncanny that all of the mods went. You know what I mean? It wasn't like one or two that got stripped. It was like the entire mod set. Yet they're here for the lock-in. So, just peculiar more than anything. Like I say, maybe they've just taken an actual mod loadout and said, right, we'll just take the Slacker mods and put them on whoever. But yeah, just odd to see, you know. Ooh, I've only just seen Kara there. That's unusual. I was looking up counters for Omega last night, like I said. I'm wondering if I moved JML up there, but saying that, DCT was there, wasn't he? Yeah, DCT's there, and even if that's only Relic 5, I'm like, do I really want to be taking Jedi in against something that's got such anti-Jedi synergy? Plus that. Yeah, I mean, that's just crazy. Yeah, I can understand it from that point of view. You know, it's much straightforward. I think just with using Hot Your Tails, I'm kind of used to just doing the latter strategy, but I get it. Just odd when you see it, you know, like someone's obviously got a snapshot of it like that. I think I've got to do bow. You know, the Datachron's going to be broken up. Sorry, not Datachron, the Apo, is it? If all allies are Empire, summon a Nightfall Trooper. At the start of the encounter, if the ally in the lead slot is Lord Vader and all other allies are Darkside clones, he gains Coruscant Commander. So essentially, we're going to be fine because they're not all Darkside clones. Right. So we can just go for whoever we want. Yeah, I think we got to go that route. And then the Gungans... Penciled in Raver there. Maybe we do Bane. But saying that, I think I was planning to do Sea Bane there, so it's like... a very funny one, this. Oh, hang on, have I got Treya free? Is she doing anything? Yeah, she's doing Caloran. Maybe we can Malgus that then. Malgus Caloran and then Treya the Gungans. I think that is Malgusable, isn't it? Yeah, there's nothing too crazy in there. In fact, Malgus probably helps with Jocasta. Alright, I think we got a plan. I know that took me a couple of minutes, but it's like... I think that's fair. Alright, I'm going to run an ad break on Twitch, just get that out of the way before we start battles, and then we've got a clean run at it. But yeah. Don't think any of those are wild. I do wish I'd got a lower ball counter for Omega. I feel like the new Bad Batch shouldn't be requiring JML, but I feel like it's the cleanest of the counters I've seen. Let's have a quick gander at that as well. It was... Hang on, I've said Sea Bane, haven't I? So we're going to be fine still. And at worst, I could try that. Okay, so let's start with the worst one for me, which surprisingly is this. I mean, on paper, it shouldn't be the worst, but... Did I factor in Lord Vader? No, so I've got Lord Vader flex as well. That is good. Well, depends on your definition of good, I guess, but he is here. Oh, hang on, what am I doing? What am I doing? I was throwing random tunes and... Oh, no, stop going for... Everything's right. Right, okay. I was throwing random stuff in and I was frightening myself. Okay. Okay. Let's see how it goes. Alright, dispel the buffs. Let's throw some rocks at Ray. Put shield up. I don't really want to be going for L3, but stop L3 doing that, I guess. Okay. Let's just throw that at Ezra. You can't evade it. We got 57 stacks. Okay, feels a bit wasteful. Ooh, DI there. It's a little scary. Let's just launch that there. I kind of want Starkiller to get more involved. All right, we're still okay. 90 stacks on Starkiller. All right, Ezra's nearly there. Has anyone told L3 they're annoying? Well, have that. We got 66 stacks. If there was a number in Star Wars that's meant to mean something. Okay, yeah. Okay, okay. Bring down the sky, get our health back. Let's do that. Launch it. All right, damage dealer out. And rock 'em. 75. Okay, I'm feeling better after that one. Let's get the other one out of the way. That's going to be migraine inducing. Where my two accounts just, I wish they were in sync. Like here, I've got a Relic 7 Ahsoka, which is obviously still not as good as some out there, but well, I've even got a Relic 7 Cat compared to my main. But here, I've got a Relic 5 Mace. I swear, I just wish they were in sync, so that I kind of had that level of consistency. But instead, it's like, you never know who's going to die. Okay, 2 R9s. What was the speed on Slacker? And it doesn't matter too much, but ooh, holy hell, 591. No wonder he's swapping those mods. All right, let's go. Okay, I could live with Padme getting that. Let's pass that to Kenobi. Put that on to Kitty Cat. I'm going to get feared here, aren't I? Oh, no, okay, I'll take that. Thank you very much. And she can't be targeted, the little git. There are things I should know. All right. Past a Kenobi. We'll get some Terminator back. We can ult. Blacker ults. All right. Read him and weep. He's down. Let's target Hook. Go for Kit Kat. Oh, okay, that wasn't what I wanted. Go on, Kenobi. Yeah, I'm switching between targets kind of willy-nilly at the moment. I'm not sure why. There we go. Feel a bit better after that. Okay. Red, cool, but I am going to put that onto Mace, just for the fact that he's looking a bit squishier. Go on, call the assists. Ult, lovely. Put that on Ahsoka because she'll assist a lot. Cool. 65. Phil, you think it was Tass who used 5s as a tankier instead of GK on Mace, and it makes Slacker do stupid targeting move choices? Downside is it breaks the gas fiber first team completely. Yeah, I have seen people do 5s. I do get the logic of it. I've heard some people do, well, and maybe not do, but I've heard there is a logic as well to doing GMY because the AI does have a thing for him as well. But and I'm just not sold on that. I feel like Mace is probably the solid choice in terms of, how do I phrase it? I feel like Mace with the stealth removal is just pretty solid in general. But again, I understand 5s, and yeah, I can even understand Yoda, but it's like, I think Mace just wins out for me. And Padme's just really nice for that out-of-turn attack action, if you like, as well. So just those little things that sort of pile up, if you know what I mean. I mean, I'll always respect what Tass says. You know, if he says there's a reason I do this, I'll always listen to it. But yeah, I think it's just that thing of maybe having a own reason for doing something. I think I'm going full man this. Ooh, just seen I've got that. I didn't know I'd locked it in. Crit avoid tenacity. Why not? Let's give it a whirl. Let's give it a full man go. Yeah, I could believe that. I think it's the argument that it takes the RNG out of it. And I suppose by the time you're in the top end of Kyber 1, you've got all the relics you need anyway. Whereas I know for someone like myself, it's probably more... How do I phrase it? My 5 is only relic 7. My mace on my main account is only relic 7, but it's that idea that it's probably the more relics on 5s, the better. That's what I'm getting at. Whereas I wouldn't argue you need as many on mace. Well, I've just done it with a relic 5 here. All right, throw that. Cool. Let's hit Marok. And we'll just pop that down on Shin. Just so she doesn't get DI. Can we just... Actually, Kara will come back, I think, so we'll just hold fire on her a minute. And yeah, we'll just go for Hondo. Oh! Alright, I was planning to go for Hondo. Hey up, Perfect Score, how you doing? We are at max banners, so I don't feel like I need to ult. I can just hold it for a minute in case we do lose some. We're going to have 2 more ghosts, so I think I use it now. Just in case I did miss something. There we go. 66. Alright, that's pretty solid. Hello again, Flock. How you doing? Alright. New bed bit. Let's send in ZJML. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Okay, we got any protection? We got some from the 5s, Cron. Alright, shall we AoE? Make sure we go for Bitcha. It's like a form of Tourette's. I can't help doing accents sometimes. Okay, AoE. The point being, by the way, I do the accents, but I don't do them well. In fact, I probably insult people by accident. Right, let's do that. I need to get riposte back on Cal. Go on a basic will do. Pass that back to JML. Oink. Oink. Bye-bye. Alright, front wall down. No drops. And as expected, we've got Boss Nass, we've got the GG, and we've got Karth with the Zelbar army. I put Dabba Bulba there, by the way. I've never actually... I don't think I've faced a Karth team with the Zelbar army, so I'm kind of guessing it can do that. But I can always check it before I go in. 1 second, folks. Something just popped up on my screen. I wanted to just get rid of it. Okay. So... let's see Bane this. It's a little bit amusing now I've got Lord Vader and I haven't actually planned anything for him. Alright, we'll Linky Dink Ahsoka. We'll do Jensen. Let's go for Hu Yang. I'm amazed all this time I've been facing Ahsokas. I have never once said, let's go for the Doctor. Yep, keep going. And again. I'll let you know when it's time. Okay, drain. Bye-bye. Okay, we can do a new link. We can link Ahsoka and Sabine. Master and apprentice. Three minutes on the clock. We're doing okay. I'm going to just give it another 20 seconds and then I'm going to ult. Just want to give C as much time as possible to gain mastery. Okay, I could have stuck then. I did miss that. Okay. All right. We can start whittling away now. Well, we'll send that in to begin with. It's not going to do anything, but it just gets the ball rolling. Right, from here, full auto. Might as well let the AI work it out. I mean, my knowledge, we should be all right with the shock once it starts landing. There we go. Plus, I think I did give C enough time to ramp up. Ooh, it'd be nice if we get that banner back. Yeah, we're all right. 68. All right, what's the next one? Bo-Katan. I mean, I've seen this work even with a full set of Darkside clones and the Apocron. Now, that wasn't my tunes though, so I don't have faith that I could do that, but my hope is that because it's not an Apocron and Royal Guards here, these can do this. It should work, yeah. I'm not going to count my fishes, but it should. Okay, let's pull in Bo. Do I want to poop stance? I think I do. I was debating it because I thought I always like that option for damage immunity. Okay. I still think we're okay. I'm not like worrying about this. It's just if it wasn't the right turn order, I think we're still in an okay position. Can I just say, by the way, is anyone else in awe of the fact that BAM can't be ability blocked? Like, I think when that first came out, it was like, oh, that's cool. But I think the longer the game's gone on, I think people realize, wow, that is such a cool thing for a character to have. Like, one of the most slept on pieces of kit you'll ever feel at the time. Oh, nearly. Lucky he gets going ult, doesn't he? Come on, can we get a kill? Oh, wrong assist. Come on. Okay. 64, I will take the banner loss. That one banner's not the worst. especially for an off-meta counter. Okay, next up, we've got Raver against Great Mothers. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not actually going to use... I think that's a waste. Why would I want all that potency on these? Yeah, maybe we just go for that. Oh. I was surprised that didn't pop up. Oh, hang on, not you, not you. Don't go logging me out or anything. All right, let's get Great Mothers on. Really? Well, why are we having issues? Come on. Yeah, Sidious is 60%, and that's not including Morgan. Sorry, not Morgan, Marin. Yeah, I can't add her in. Damn it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the website, but honestly, I'd rather just throw this at it. It's one of those where it might work, but because I can't, like, see the numbers, I just want to go with what I feel is safe. All right, let's get the death mark targeted. Okay, AoE. 2 for 1, nice. Let's heal up Raver. There we go, 65. Yeah. It's like I say, it's just that fine line of maybe it could have got 69, but I'd rather just not take the chance. At least when I don't feel I need to be gambling. All right, Sith Empire. A little bit of extra offense wouldn't hurt, but saying that, maybe this is where I could use Lord Vader. Yeah, I don't think Lord Vader's going to do much better against the others. I'd love to throw him in, but it's like, no. Let's do Maul. Let's bring him in. Let's just focus on Jocasta. Has to turn to Piet. Qui-Gon gone. Oh, okay, that's different. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what Depot was thinking there going for Piat. Yeah, make sure we keep the mark on Lord Vader. Right, banners, we should be good. Yep, 65. Yeah, I've used it once or twice. But arguably it's purely because I want Lord Vader on offense so that people aren't just rolling over it when it's on defense. Alright, Treya, Night Sisters, Bulba. Let's give Bulba a go. To be fair, that might be something Malgus could do. All right, so no mission. Go on, let's go for Karth. Why not? And let's go for a droid. Let's go for another droid. I feel like Sorty hasn't got the memo there. Am I missing something? Death mark. Kill the ads. I'm curious who we're classifying as ads there, because I actually don't know why Sorty has been so tanky. Right, Deathmark helps there, surely. Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, that honestly threw me. I'm saying it threw me. It's thrown me like... I know Sorty's a git, but I'm just amazed she's this much of a problem. Like, do I have to full auto? It's the... Oh, hang on, let's have a look. Hulk with loads of defense. I mean, I've literally only just seen a health drop a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That genuinely just threw me in the sense of what the hell is happening here? Okay. That's what we're dealing with there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go for that. Okay, cooldown increase. For a second then, I could have sworn I saw the shield had got 23 stacks. I was going to say, how the hell has it got that many? I thought we'd gone back to the raid. Oh, wow. Talon's had better days. Ooh, Deathmark on Treya is not good. I hope someone comes in to help her. Alright, we're going to do that. Even though it won't stop a permakill. Excuse me? Excuse me? I was going to say, it was my turn. I know it's your way of doing things, but it's still a bit rude. Come on, Treya, get in the game, girl. Come on, Treya. Come on, you can do it. Come on, Treya. Come on. I believe in you. Hallelujah. All right, let's isolate there just for the fact that I want you to not be taunting. Oh. All right, get the shield down. Yeah. Definitely feels more sketchy than I would like. Let's do that. I'm actually just going to hit... Yeah, I'm still there. Let's hit Phalanx. I'm just thinking who doesn't counter me. Okay, we'll do that again just to take a bonus turn if we can. Okay, just insta-kill Jar Jar. Don't want frustration on the side anymore. Let's do that. That on Tarples. Pain's there, let's use it. Right, suck. Little git. There we go, have that. Alright. I'm into 30. We should get there, it's just taken what feels like a lifetime to get to. Cool. Right. I don't know where our banners are on this. $63. I'll take it. I'll take it. Right, I'm going to snooze this upcoming ad break, and we're going to go in with these. Okay, is that DAP Army? Yeah. Let's go for the Army then. Sorry, I was just thinking through what I was doing there, make sure I didn't make an ass of it myself. Let's do that. Fear. More fear. Yeah, I won't let that expire on B2. Okay, yeah, Bastila, bit of bullet there, sadly. Oof, okay. This is not good. Considering I went into this battle thinking it was the banner safe option, this is not good. Also, heal immunity sucks. Ooh, 55, damn it. Okay. 1409. Another Houndstooth Exacta, so I'm going to snooze the outbreak again. It's going running 8. Let's do Endurance. It won us early, so we might as well give it another go, see if we can get to 2 in a day. Let's go. 61 to tie is favourable, assuming we don't draw. This is the one that worries me again. Okay, we do that. Okay, let's just base it. Get Valor. I won't get rid of all that. I dislike the idea of accidentally triggering a counter. Okay, that's good to know. I wasn't sure if we got wiggle room. All right, let's go Anakin. We won't do the AoE because that's going to cleanse in a second. Yeah. Glad I got that right. We've got 3-4 ships with Valor, so let's do this. Okay, that's fine. Punch him on out. Don't know where Xanadu is, but I'm grateful. Ooh, okay. I'll take that. Bad banners, but I'll take it in terms of just less on the field. Blow for banners, heal up. Get Valor. All right, I'd say that's good for what's on the field. 70. That's brilliant. Okay. Negotiator, I think. Actually, no, we probably do Negotiator there and we do Prof here. Yeah. I think we can undersize, can't we? Because I actually tried this last week, and well, the other way around, and I know that Prof just instantly marked silencer and command shell, so we do the same and we should be all right. Just the opening's a bit. Yeah. I think we just go for it, don't we? We don't go for all the assists, but for the ult meter. All right, so yeah, we can just focus on this now. The damage is gone. It's actually quite demoralizing in terms of, if you do like Finalizer as a fleet, it's actually very sad how easily it gets beaten here. I know Prof is a much more heavy investment fleet, but still, it's like, it doesn't make it any less painful. All right, Mal. Oh wait, I've just realised I used Galactic Republic. Go Radis then. As long as I don't make a big hash of this, I should be all right. That's Spy. Spy Starston isn't something I've seen in this lineup that often. Just different opponents having the same ideas. Oh, Spy being the lucky bugger he is. Put a bit of TM that way. Recover banners. We might lose Rose. Yeah, we lose Rose. Just hit the Vulture. Ooh, I don't want to lose Ray. I think we can salvage that. Oh. There we go. $69. What a way to finish. 1844. Okay, not too bad in the end. Two good grand arenas as well. I feel like both had me a little tense, but not to the point I thought I'm not winning this. So, gonna say, good little end result, I'd say. All right, folks. Oh. Honestly, Radis versus Radis versus Malevolence isn't a Hail Mary, it's a solid counter. It actually tends to be my go-to counter for, for Malevolence. So, I wouldn't dismiss it. The one before was riskier because it was a full set of Geos. This one, it wasn't the perfect lineup because Spy was starting instead of Sunfac. But if it is the traditional Malevolence of Sunfac, Hyena, Vulture, it's a very solid counter. It will probably drop a few banners because they tend to get Rose out, but after that, it's pretty good. But yeah, far from a Hail Mary. All right, let's see if we can find a raid. And if there's anyone on YouTube, which I can't actually tell looking here, feel free to hop along if they're on YouTube. Let's see. I'll go back to it. I need something that'll tell me if people are on YouTube, because I can see my chat and everything, but don't like have a view count or anything, so I can't see it. All right, raid. We've got RSG. All right, that to me is a very straightforward choice. All right, let's go to RSG. Quick thank you to One Pratt for the raid. Thank you very much as always. And yeah, we'll be back now Saturday. So, hope you enjoy the rest of your week, folks. And yeah, I will see you Saturday, hopefully. Bye for now, everyone.